Red alert, red alert, red alert. Greetings to all SME sales and marketing professionals. Once again, we are very happy to present to you our weekly bulletin specially sourced and adapted for sales and marketing professionals like yourself. Okay, believe me, this bulletin may shock you beyond your wildest dream. View it for yourself and you will agree with me. True? Joke aside. By the way, if you don't know me yet, my name is Madam Sophia, a virtual assistant to CTM Joseph NG, your sales and marketing e-coach and mentor. Yours truly will deliver this week's message. Without any delay, here is a warning news. Eating out becoming pricey. Georgetown, food and drink prices have soared with more people eating out since the easing of COVID-19 restrictions. A check by the Star found that a plate of economy rice, which consists of white rice, one meat, and one vegetable dish, as well as a cup of beverage, which would have cost around Rm5 in pre-pandemic times, now costs between Rm8 and Rm10. A customer who only wanted to be known as Roger said that an economy rice stall in Pulau Tikas had charged him Rm10 for only a piece of fish. A piece of ikan kembung for Rm10 is simply too expensive, he said. Another customer, Tan Hung Bang, 57, said that while not all eatery owners overcharge, he noticed that there was now an increase in food prices by some, especially after most economic sectors reopened. Before the pandemic, a plate of nasi campur, mixed rice, with a basic menu only cost us Rm5, but now if you don't have Rm10, you better have your lunch at home. Most people do not mind an uptick in prices, but it has to be reasonable, he said. Penang Chaurasta Bazaar Traders Association Chairman Mohammed Nasir Mohideen said the increase in food prices might be related to the high demand amid supply of raw materials. The low supply of raw material hawkers might be caused by late delivery from food producers. However, basic necessities are currently sufficient and can last until the festive period, he added. Federation of Malay Hawkers and Small Traders Association, Kedah Chapter President Baharuddin Muhammad Ali said the government should look into the problem. The government should help raw material producers to increase their supply. This is the only way to control the prices of raw materials in the country. However, eatery operators, especially those in tourist areas, such as Langkawi, should not increase their prices either. People, especially those from the lower income group, are suffering, and traders should do their part during the recovery period, he said. Eatery operator Nasiruddin Nasution, 52, said although the price of poultry and vegetables had gone up, he is trying to maintain his old prices. We still sell chicken at Rm 3.50, even though the price of raw chicken has increased, as we do not want to burden our customers, said Nasiruddin. In business 10 years, I will only sell the dish if my customers agree with the price increase. End of news source The Star Papers, November 27, 2021. By the way, are you happy with this week's bulletin? I hope you do. As for myself, it is very depressing. You ask why? There is cry for help by hawkers and consumers to the government to stabilize raw and cooked prices. P.S. Please give us a thumbs up. Also do subscribe to our channel so you would not miss out any of our practical and useful video clips. We love your feedbacks to improve the quality of our weekly bulletin. Alright. PPS. Before we part company, may I introduce Madam Florence, another virtual assistant to CTM Joseph. She will deliver a free chapter of the book, How to Close Every Sale and Every Time. Until we meet again, this is Madam Sophia wishing you sayonara and happy selling. Thanks a million.
Thank you, Madam Sophia, for allowing me to present a free chapter from the book, How to Close Every Sale and Every Time. By the way, before speaking another word, may I introduce myself to you as Madam Florence, another virtual assistant to CTM Joseph NG. He is the author of the book. Alright. Below is the free chapter 16, the direct close method quote. They tell you in the training session that the lockup or close starts with asking for the order. But for me it is asking for the money. I don't hesitate and say, I need a deposit. That's no good, because it just put you on the edge. By Joe Girard, world greatest salesman, author of book, How to Sell Anything to Anybody. Now that you have read and understood a large number of sales closing techniques, yet do not underestimate this powerful sales closing style. Agree or not? Makes no mistakes, sometimes it is smart to forget the complex strategies and simply ask for the business boldly and frankly. Period. However, when applying this direct close, it is assumed that the salesman has restated the benefits his prospects will receive. Further, he should be reasonably confident of the outcome. And also several other closes have failed, plus this direct approach may be the last chance to conclude the sale. The manner in which you, the salesman, ask depends on the situation, his personality, his prospect's personality, and the rapport the salesperson has with the buyer. Therefore, the salesman should use the appropriate words when you ask your prospect to make a buying decision. An example of a direct approach would be, "Well, I guess that about covers all the details, Mr. Tan. How many do you want to order for shipment next week?" Or, "I know that you are busy, Mrs. Wong, so if it is all right with you, I'll start to get this order written up." Another good example of this direct close approach would be, "It looks as if you prefer this model of Proton car, then I'll get the paperwork done for you." You have certainly made a wise decision. Heading into a closing conversation with a prospect is always a nerve-wracking experience. No matter how impressed they seemed during your demo or how enthusiastic your point of contact is, there's always a chance your deal won't pan out. A prospect might ditch you for a competitor, postpone the decision until the following quarter, ask for a price you can't deliver, or take any other action to stop a sale in its tracks. While closing a deal rests heavily on the quality of your offering and how well you've executed your sales process up to that point, the closing phrase you use is also a key factor. And that extends beyond the specific closing sentence or question you go with. Your tone, voice, and language throughout the process all have an impact on the prospect as well. The advantage of using this direct approach is that when the buyer resists it, he is forced to clarify his or her position on the matter. This gives the seller a starting point for picking up the sales presentation again or a chance to answer possible objections. Eventually, it allows the salesperson to try another closing technique. Summary: to cut a long story short, it is useful to repeat some critical ideas in Thie's closing method. For starters, do recall the sayings of Joe Girard. Also, we must take careful note that using the direct close method you show poise and confidence and etc. Moreover, this technique can be used when all other closing style is unsuccessful. It gives the salesperson to smoke out the real reason why the prospect is not buying. Get my drift? Conclusion: therefore, to close this chapter on direct close style, it is right and fitting to end with these famous words of J.W. Long, a well-known American sales trainer and speaker in the field of retail selling. It is simply amazing that most salespeople never get around to asking for the order, the very thing that they have come to sell. Trust me, there is not yet a better quote regarding closing by asking a direct close technique. Believe me, you should try to close some deals with this method. However, do bear in mind it could be done best when the above stated conditions appear favorable. Alright. That said, it is timely for me to end this chapter gracefully. Get my drift? You bet. End of chapter 16. PS: if you like this chapter and the ebook, you can always order this ebook by contacting the author personally, ctmjoseph@josephsing@gmail.com, or WhatsApp him at 601-2387-8592. This ebook is currently on offer at only $1 United States $1.99 or RM8 exclusively for sales professionals like yourself. It is for limited time only. So, hurry now to secure your order. Yes.